Hey EFCA West, I hope your week is off to a great start. It's election week, here we go. I want to talk about that, but first, I am here in Prescott at Cornerstone Church where I got the opportunity to preach for Pastor Scott Savage. This church is fantastic, so many great volunteers, wonderful team. They're gutting it out like everybody else, doing live stream at the Performing Arts Center here at Yavapai College, and they're reaching their community. It is such a joy to be able to be here. And I know what you're thinking. Why are you leaning on that guy's car? Well, either that or you're thinking, okay, they're paying the district superintendent way too much money. Well, it's a rental. It's what you get when you rent a lot of cars, and the car that they put you in originally, the tire was flat, so they gave me this one. Pretty cool, right? But I also want to tell you a couple things. Speaking of the election, we've got post-election reflections with Pastor Jack Hamilton. You've seen him on lots of our Zoom calls, and President Kevin Complin, who's the president of EFCA. They're going to be joining me and you to just talk about how do we shepherd our congregations through the post-election mayhem. We don't know what's going to happen, if it's going to be Trump, Biden, a tie, what, but there's going to be a lot of angry people either on one side or the other, and a lot of other people wanting to rub it into the noses of those angry people. How do we help our churches deal with this and walk with it? And what should you do as a pastor? So please join us this Wednesday for our Wednesday workshop, November 3rd? Yeah. No, today's the 1st. 4th. November 4th. Okay, the next thing is new podcast with, it's called what was the word that I used? Not the amazing. The Fascinating Theology of Beauty with Brian Chan from Emmanuel Burbank. This guy wrote the book. He wrote the book on the theology of beauty. Literally, it's called The Purple Curtain. We have one of the most amazing conversations I have had. You've got to listen to this podcast. I'm telling you, it's so good. We talk about art and beauty and what are those things, why, and we even talk about why Christian music is cheesy and why Christian movies are real cheeseball a lot of times. Like, why does it have to be that way? And so we talk about some of the elements there, storytelling and blah, blah, blah. It's a really fascinating conversation. Check it out on the EFCA West podcast. And finally, don't forget, we got a conference. We got to be together. Are you sick of like being separated and distanced? I am. I want to be with you. Hopefully that's going to happen. Please sign up. January. You see the dates there, 21st, 22nd, at North Coast, where the weather's always perfect. Wherever you come from, you got to go to North Coast for our district conference. It's going to be fantastic. That's all I got. I'm going to get in this thing because, as you know what they say drive it like you rented it, right? So I'm going to take off. See ya.